On July 16, 1945, in a silent desert of New Mexico, the sun rose twice. The world's first atomic explosion painted the sky with fire, and in that moment, humanity crossed a line it could never uncross. Watching that blinding light was a man who had made it possible. Robert Oppenheimer. He whispered a line from an ancient scripture. "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Born in 1904 to an affluent Jewish family in New York, Robert Oppenheimer was a quiet, brilliant child. He devoured books, mastered languages, and was fascinated by the unseen world, atoms, stars, and ideas. By his 20s, he had studied under the greatest physicists in Europe. His peers called him a genius, a poet, and a philosopher of science. He saw knowledge as light, pure, limitless, and good. He could never have imagined how blinding that light would become. As Europe fell into darkness under Hitler's rise, a terrible rumor spread among physicists. Germany was building a superweapon, a bomb born from the atom. In 1939, Albert Einstein and physicist Leo Szilard wrote to President Roosevelt, warning him that the Nazis could unleash unimaginable power. Soon after, the United States launched a project so secret it would be known only by a code name, Manhattan. And at its heart, they placed a 38-year-old theoretical physicist, Robert Oppenheimer. They called him the father of the atomic bomb. But in truth, he was more like its midwife, delivering a creation that would haunt him forever. At dawn, July 16, 1945, the countdown began. 5, 4, 3, 2. The earth shook. The desert became day. The mushroom cloud rose 40,000 feet into the air. Some scientists cheered. Others wept. Oppenheimer stood still. Later, he said he thought of a line from the Bhagavad Gita. "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." For a moment, he was both God and ghost, a man who had brought light and death. 3 weeks later, 2 atomic bombs fell on Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In seconds, cities vanished. Tens of thousands died instantly. Many more suffered for years. When Oppenheimer learned of the devastation, he was silent. Then he said, "Physicists have known sin." The weapon he had built to end one war had begun another, a moral one, inside his own soul. Haunted by what he'd made, Oppenheimer spoke out against nuclear proliferation. But in Cold War America, doubt was treason. In 1954, he was stripped of his security clearance, humiliated in a secret hearing. The man who gave his country its greatest weapon was now seen as its threat. Once a national hero, he died a political ghost. Oppenheimer never renounced his work, but he never forgave himself either. He gave humanity the power of the gods, and learned that power without wisdom is ruin. Today, every nuclear weapon, every reactor, every moral debate about technology, all trace back to one man who dared to look into the heart of the atom. In every age, there is someone like him, a genius who moves the world forward and makes us ask if we can. Every legacy leaves a shadow. Every story hides a choice. What makes someone a hero or a monster? Maybe it's just what history remembers.